back from Myshire Farm, and we are back again with another video. This one is 5 ways to grow your homestead business. Just the other day we posted the 5 most important decisions to make before you start a business. So this is kind of episode 2 to that, so I'm really excited about it. I've got another one coming out soon that we'll be doing next. But I like this little mini series that we're doing as far as how to start a business, how to grow a business. The next one's going to be how to profit from the business. So this is what I love to do. So I'm very excited to share it with you. And I hope this helps. But before we begin, make sure that you go to Myshire YouTube channel, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. But this is, again, the 5 ways to grow your homestead business. We're going to start with number 5, and that is do it on purpose. Dave Ramsey, I listen to a lot of talk radio, and he's got a saying that he says, do it on purpose, on paper. And I love that. And you should do the same thing when you start your business. Now, for us, we had no idea where this was going to take us. We didn't know if it was just going to pay for the quail, if it was going to pay for the animals, all the other animals that we had on the farm, if it was going to make us a little bit money. We had no idea. So, you know, at first it's going to be really hard to say, oh, well, I want to make, you know, $50,000 a month on my homestead. Okay. I'm not really talking about that. What I'm saying is we had 3 separate goals. I wrote down 3 separate goals that I wanted to do. I had a short term, a medium term, and a long term goal. I'm not going to go into each one, but my long term goal was to quit my job and do this full time, which I'm glad to say that we've done. I did it last year in 2018. And it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I get to be home, I get to do something I love, I would say I get to be my own boss, but I'm married, so we know how that goes. But I get to be here, and that was my long-term goal. Another piece of that is whenever you knock a goal off the list, whether it's a weekly goal, a monthly goal, a quarterly goal, a yearly goal, a long-term goal, whatever it is, make sure you add another one on. So I always suggest to do a rule of 3. Always have three goals going for different time frames. Be specific, and let it be something that you can track. You know, if you want to, whatever you want to do. And so that would be number 5. Do it on purpose. Number 4 is grow with your customer base. This is one that I see a lot of mistakes with. Really, just don't get too big too fast. You want to grow with your customer base. So we could have built this brand new barn that we're building 3 years ago, but we weren't ready for it. We wanted to make sure that the quail could pay for it. We wanted to make sure that we needed the space. There's no reason to have this huge barn and not utilize it, right? So grow with your customer base. Start, you know, it's something that's manageable and that you're comfortable with and that you have the time for. And then, you know, if you keep selling out, then add on and just keep adding on. You don't have to be number 1 right away. Start from the bottom up, but grow with your business continuously. You don't want to just spike, because that's usually if you spike, that means you drop dramatically. So you just want a steady incline the whole way. So that's number 4. Number 3 is ease of business. If you wanted to purchase quail through Myshire Farm, you could do it on our website at myshirefarm.com. You could do it through me. Just text me or call me, and I could do it over the phone. You can do it on Facebook. You can do it on our eBay store at Myshire Farm. You know, I mean, there's so many different avenues that you can purchase with us. And so even if you have top quality quail, but it's very difficult to purchase from you, you know, if the only way that they could purchase from you is if they contact you personally, usually people tend to go a different route because they've got busy lives and they're always on the go and there's always something to do. So you want to make sure that there's an ease of business to do that. If you go to farmers markets, make sure it's just not cash only. Make sure that you get you know, the Square or the PayPal app or something that you can take a card so that it's an ease of business kind of thing. So that's number 3. Number 2 is marketing through social media. I hit on this on our last video, the 5 decisions to make before you start a business, but I'm going to hit on it again because it's very, very, very important. I know nothing about social media. I know more now than what I did 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, but there's still things. I mean, my customers will text me and be like, well, why didn't you just do this? And I'd be like, because I didn't know I could. So even if you're not very familiar with social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or eBay or Craigslist or, you know, whatever, YouTube or blogs or whatever, you've got to get familiar with it. Watch some YouTube videos, you know, read up on it, read some articles, read some books, understand the process, because like I said in the last video, and I truly believe it, if you don't get with the times, they'll leave you in the past. So make sure that you have a social media presence of some sort. So that's number 2. And then the most important to me would be perception is key. You've got to stand out some way. I can't tell you how you're going to stand out, but you've got to. I can tell you how we do, or how I've tried to stand out. I've never really, I've cared. I don't want to say I haven't cared. I have not put my entire focus on sales. Sales is important. That's how I provide for my family. But I wanted a relationship with the customer base that we have, and I wanted to be helpful. I didn't want to just sell and show you the benefits of quail and then you never hear from me. And then if you have questions about troubleshooting or incubating or hatching or you know, when they're laying or how to butcher or whatever, I didn't want you to be lost and have nowhere to go. So I wanted to be one of those people that would help you through the entire process, before the sale, during the sale, after the sale, 3 years from now, you know, whatever. So our perception is that we're here for you, and not just to make the sale. So, you know, you're going to have to find your own way, but that's how we did it, and I wouldn't change a thing about it. It takes a lot of time to answer all the emails and texts and messages and all that, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So the top 5 again is just do it on purpose, on paper. Number 4 is grow with your customer base. Number 3 is ease of business. Number 2 is marketing through social media. And number 1 is perception is key. Make sure you stand out. So I hope this helps. The next video is going to be pretty cool also, so stay tuned, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.